One Piece is officially back from break, and last week's chapter served as a great setup for the finale of the Egghead Island arc, which is now very close. Fans are incredibly excited to see what direction the story will take from here onwards, as Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates prepare to escape from this hellish island, and at the same time, inflict a massive defeat on the world government. Of course, One Piece Chapter 1113 is going to be absolutely massive, and fans absolutely cannot wait to see the major developments that end up taking place in this segment of the story. The secret inside Punk Records. Quite easily, the most exciting part of One Piece Chapter 1113 is going to be the major finding of Marcus Mars. In the previous chapter, fans saw Mars speak with York about Vegapunk's secret location, and, with that, he made his way to the Punk Records. By busting a hole in the base of the Punk Records, he climbed in, and, from here onwards, things are going to be incredibly intense, given that there is just 1 minute left for Vegapunk's message. At the same time, the transponder snail that is going to stream the message is right in front of him as well. That said, there's going to be a major twist in the upcoming chapter of One Piece pertaining to this plot point, as was hinted at in the previous chapter. While Mars certainly does have the transponder snail in front of him, there is something else there as well. There were signs of bubbles around Marcus Mars, and this could very well go in two ways. It is possible that Vegapunk's very own brain is connected to Punk Records. In that case, Marcus Mars might have something interesting at his hands. However, a more likely possibility is that there could be a special seraphim that Vegapunk developed to protect his brain that does not follow the regular pacifista hierarchy. This seraphim could be inside Punk Records, doing the job of protecting the brain, and it would be up to this individual to protect the brain as well as the transponder snail from Mars. This could end up being a major shocker in the Egghead Island arc, and it could end up proving devastating for the Five Elders, given that if the message does come out, their entire legacy will be in tatters. Luffy's escape plan continues. One Piece Chapter 1113 is also going to focus on other aspects of Egghead Island. Fans already know that in the Fabria phase, Luffy, Dory, and Broggy are trying their best to escape from the Elders and get to the ship. However, things are not looking great for them. Right now, the trio is being stopped by two of the Five Elders, and it is becoming increasingly difficult for them to make a successful escape. Luffy is out of Gear 5, which means that the priority right now is to escape. However, whether he's actually going to be able to do that or not remains to be seen. One Piece Chapter 1113 will most likely focus on this aspect of the arc once again. Luffy and the other two giants will most definitely try to make their way toward the giant ship, and at the same time, the two elders will most definitely try to catch up as well. They are most likely going to be fighting off against one another again, and potentially, this time, Luffy would unleash the strongest strikes to keep them away, such as making use of the power of Gear 4th, as Gear 3rd was clearly ineffective in the previous chapter. Whether Gear 4th will be effective or not remains to be seen. However, it would certainly save Luffy quite a lot of energy, since Gear 5 is the most taxing of all his powers in the story so far. Sanji make it to stop Nuzjuro. One Piece Chapter 1113 will most likely also focus on Sanji to some extent. Fans already know that Sanji is ahead of Luffy, and already on the way to the giant's ship. In the previous chapter, Sanji was nowhere to be seen. However, One Piece Chapter 1113 will most likely give fans a glimpse of him. This is extremely important, because right now, Sanji is the only one who can protect Bonnie from Nuzjuro. The giants around Bonnie were previously taken down by Nuzjuro, and Frankie certainly cannot put up any sort of a fight against him. It all falls on Sanji. However, fans should keep in mind that he currently has Vegapunk with him, which greatly limits his ability to fight. If Sanji does give Vegapunk over to Frankie, then it is possible for him to save Bonnie from Nuzjuro, and this could take place in One Piece after 1113. This would certainly be a very exciting development. However, at the same time, it would be very dangerous for the pirate crew, given that Nuzjuro is certainly not a pushover, and it would be incredibly difficult for Sanji to maneuver around him, especially given how fast he truly is. The Iron Giant rampages. One Piece Chapter 1113 could also see the Iron Giant up and running. Fans saw him walking through the flames in the previous chapters. This could come into playing One Piece chapter 11-13, and the Iron Giant could actually save the Straw Hat Pirates quickly. The fans already know that Luffy is on the run from the elders right now, and that he is not looking to fight any longer. This is where the Iron Giant could come into play greatly. It is possible for the Giant to either stop the duo of Jupiter and Mercury, or it could be the one to save Bonnie from Nostro. Regardless of where the Iron Giant pops up, it is sure to help out on the Straw Hats, and that is certainly going to be a massive blessing for them. Of course, this is not going to be easy even for the Iron Giant, given that the elders are way too many in number. However, One Piece chapter 11-13 could give fans a glimpse of what the Iron Giant is all about, what his capabilities are, and above all, his connection to the likes of Nika in the first place. These are some of the many things that the fans are curious about, and, hopefully, Oda will give the fans a proper answer in the upcoming few chapters of the story. Thankfully, One Piece doesn't seem to be on any break at the moment, which means fans can enjoy the story to the fullest later this week. And in other news, One Piece. What awaits Luffy at the end of his journey? In the vast sea of One Piece, the captivating journey of Monkey D. Luffy has been on the screen for over 2 decades. The Straw Hat Captain dreams of becoming the Pirate King and journeys across the sea with his crew members to acquire the One Piece. So far in the series, Luffy's journey has been filled with many discoveries, including how he seems to be intertwined with the fate of the world due to his devil fruit power, Hito Hito no Mi model, Nika. Hence, as One Piece enters its final arc and the Sea of the Grand Line is in chaos, what awaits Luffy at the end of his journey? Becoming Pirate King. The famous last words of Gol D. Roger, the great pirate king, before his execution at Log Town, ushered the great pirate era in One Piece. The revelation of the One Piece treasure ignited a firestorm of ambition across the world. Countless people, dreaming of unimaginable wealth and power, set sail on the treacherous seas, ushering in the great pirate era. Even a child dreams of becoming a pirate to find Gol D. Roger's One Piece treasure and become Pirate King. In the series, the protagonist, Monkey D. Luffy, wants to become the Pirate King and achieve another dream that still remains unknown. At the beginning of One Piece, it has always been known to fans and Luffy's crew that he just wants to be Pirate King. However, after Wano, Luffy reveals the truth about his absolute dream, which can only be fulfilled if he becomes the Pirate King. Moreover, the One Piece treasure is rumored to hold immense power, possibly in the form of riches, knowledge, or even the ability to reshape the world. From the beginning of One Piece, Luffy's dream to be the Pirate King is an ambition that serves as the central motivation for his entire journey. And as he journeys through the Grand Line, he becomes an emblem of freedom and a figure to revere on the sea. At the end of the journey, Luffy will surpass great pirates like Shanks, and like most shonen series, he will achieve his dream of becoming king of the pirates. Throughout his journey, Luffy has consistently demonstrated qualities that align with becoming the Pirate King Roger. Characters like red-haired Shanks, Crocus, Rayleigh, and a barman at Log Town saw these qualities in Luffy, so it will not be surprising that he became Pirate King at the end of the series. The journey will be arduous, with many unforeseen challenges that could alter Luffy's course. Also, it is important to remember that One Piece's journey has always been about the Straw Hat Pirates as a whole. The ending might involve a collective achievement rather than just Luffy becoming Pirate King. An era of peace. Luffy has always demonstrated a strong commitment to his ideals of freedom, equality, and friendship. He has inspired countless individuals to challenge oppression and tyranny, rallying allies to his cause, and confronting powerful people in the series for the sake of justice. As Luffy's influence grows, so does the hope that his actions will pave the way for a new era of harmony and cooperation among the world's diverse peoples. Every island that the Straw Hat Pirates visit, they tend to liberate their people. Moreover, Luffy's liberated his crew and directed them on a path to achieve their dreams. The concept of Luffy bringing about an era of peace is rooted in his innate ability to unite people from all walks of life. Where others see division and conflict, Luffy sees potential allies and friends. His infectious joy and determination transform those around him, inspiring them to set aside their differences and work together toward a common common goal. Also, the revelation that Luffy is reincarnated Joy Boy, a man from the Void Century who brought joy to everyone, aligns with how Luffy liberates people everywhere he goes. Therefore, with the oppression of the world government and the presence of a greater evil like Emu and the Five Elders, Luffy will see to it that the world is free from their claws. A strong friendship that transcends any treasure. Beyond the riches that await the person who will acquire the One Piece treasure, Luffy has gained many great friendships in his journey. Apart from the strong bond with his crewmates, Luffy has friends on every corner of the sea who will heed his calling whenever he calls. People of Wano, Dressrosa, Alabasta, and many others will never forget his help during their hard times. Luffy now has a grand fleet that is loyal to him because the challenges he faces along the way push him to become a stronger and more capable person and captain. At the end of his journey, Luffy might realize that the most significant reward is the bonds he has formed with his crew and allies. The fulfillment of their dreams and the shared experiences they have endured together may be the ultimate triumph for Luffy. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.